Hi, my name's Emma, and let's talk disturbing stuff. Hi friends, you know why you're here. You are sickos, certified sickos, and this list will hopefully scratch that little itch you have. And I don't know why we do it to ourselves. I am guilty too, obviously that's why I'm here. Before we jump into this list of super disturbing and unique thrillers that are bound to scar a few of you, and I bet you haven't seen the whole list, but before we get into it, I do want to say my Justin Long merch is back. This is a reworking of the classic design. It's kind of a little bit different the way it's located on the shirt for premium wrap, body wrapness. But we also have mugs, and we also have it in white. We never had it in white before. So we have t-shirts, and we have hoodies, and we have mugs. So if you'd like to appreciate Tusk and especially Justin Long. By the way, Justin Long does have one of these shirts. I have spoken to him about it. Not even gonna lie, pretty impressed. Yeah, go check out spookyastronauts.com and get yours while they're hot off the print. But let's jump straight into some of the most unique, disturbing, nightmare-fueled horror movies, thriller movies I have seen in a while. Let's talk about Soft and Quiet. I have been waiting a long time to say this. Compliance, a thriller I talk about a lot, completely scarred me. It's been dethroned, kinda, by this film. This is a gut punch experience that really rivaled Compliance. I'm going to save all of the shocking reveals for you, but we need to talk about how insane this film is regardless. The movie is described as a story about an elementary school teacher who organizes a mixer for like-minded women when she encounters someone from her past, and this changes the whole tone of their evening. Let me just warn you, this film is anything but soft and quiet, which is kind of the point. I need to leave the story completely up to you to discover because I went in knowing it was just about this meeting and I was hit in the face with shock after shock. My jaw was on the floor, and I have to say, I did shed a tear out of desperation while watching this film. It got grim. It's a terrifyingly uncomfortable 1 hour and 30 minutes, and it truly deserves the title of a disturbing movie. But not only is this story a compelling spiral into the darker sides of humanity, it's also one continuous shot. So we're following this group in seemingly real time, and the anxiety is heightened by the feeling of being an accomplice or really just a helpless bystander. I honestly felt ill. You can check out Soft and Quiet on VOD platforms like Vudu. Unlike a lot of the other thrillers on this list, Downloading Nancy does not lower the audience into its obscene nature. It hits you straight in the face from the beginning. The film is an excruciating look into the lasting trauma of sexual abuse. Maria Bella plays Nancy, a woman who after a horrific childhood remains forever changed. And although she attempts to play happy couple with her husband, she's on the brink of collapsing. Even while in intense therapy, she wants to give in to her darkest desires. And that's just where the film starts. We follow what happens to Nancy after she finds someone whose urges match hers, who understands her hunger for pain, and who will help her follow through. I have never seen anything like it. This film does not hold back. Instead of focusing on just one or two intense moments, it gives you a montage from beginning to end. It's a very strange story that works for those looking for a different kind of discomfort. This is not a regular film by any means, and to add insult to injury, it's inspired by true events. You can watch Downloading Nancy on Tubi and on Prime in some countries. I am once again begging you to watch Profile. This 1 hour and 46-minute nail-biter will leave you breathless. The mystery thriller follows an undercover British journalist who infiltrates online propaganda channels of the so-called Islamic State. She's there to uncover, but it's not long before she falls so deep in this world that she can't see the forest from the trees. To top it all off, it's set within a laptop screen. So just like the film Searching, you're watching it unfold in front of you, almost like a voyeur. And what I really like about these films, or really a hot tip that I give, is definitely watch this one on your laptop if you can. I know we love the big screens, but these films are so effective if you watch them on your laptop. Just like Host, just the in-screen aspect, it makes you feel like you're really hacking into someone's mainframe. if you want to take it that extra step more disturbing, which obviously I do. The film is also disturbingly realistic and uses a mix of real documentary footage of true events. In fact, it's based on a real-life journalist's account of going undercover for this same operation. It's one of my favorite in-screen films, and the fact it was only filmed within 9 days is mind-blowing. If you can handle losing all hope in humanity, strap yourself in for Profile. You can rent it across most major platforms, but it's also available on Prime Video, Hulu, and HBO Max in some countries. Okay, those are the more readily available ones. Now we're going a little bit more deeper in the internet. It's a little bit darker down here, or just strange. All of these films are thrillers that are threaded together by being A, disturbing, and B, just really unique and strange. And these next thrillers are a little bit more rare, so you might have to search a little bit deeper. Let's talk about 2LDK. Starting as a strange rivalry, 2LDK keeps its cards close to its chest, only revealing glimpses of the brutality to come. The Japanese crime thriller follows two rival actresses who have auditioned for the same role, and the cherry on top is that they happen to be sharing the same apartment. What starts as simple acts of passive aggression soon turns into bloody warfare. The film is disturbing because of its detailed violence. It's an unexpected roller coaster, and I'm still not sure who I was meant to be rooting for, if anyone. It's a simple premise, but it proves to be really effective with a runtime of only 1 hour and 9 minutes. It's not prolonged, just a simple yet disturbingly unique tale of rivalry. You Want Me to Kill Him, the title of the next one. This one, I have to give a warning because it's so strange the way it's put together. It seems almost like a Lifetime movie, and I really do want to warn you about that it feels like a dramatic retelling, and that's for a reason. But I think it's what kind of makes it so twisted, because the topics within this film are so heavy, and they're told in this really after school kind of special way, which is totally not intentional. But a lot of people do enjoy this film, and it is truly unique and disturbing. This thriller is messed up, but in a twisted way. It deals with some insane topics, and it does not hold back. And in 2022, it won't take you long to understand where it's going, but just like some of the others on this list, it is inspired by a thrilling, true story. The film follows Mark, a popular boy who becomes obsessed with a mystery girl he meets online, but the deeper he follows her, the more dangerous his fate becomes. Watching it play out at first is strangely aggravating, and I do not expect the viewer to be fooled, but it soon takes on a different life when you step back and realize that this could actually happen, and furthermore, it did happen. Hot tip, there's also a doco episode of the series Psycho called Kill Me If You Can that is based on this movie's premise, on the true event. If you're interested in skipping the retelling and going straight into the bizarre, thrilling true story. Now let's talk about Hippopotamus. I was a little concerned about this film when doing research. A lot of people said it had a slower start, but clocking in at just 1 hour and 16 minutes. It's not long before the film ramps up and we have a worthwhile twisted payoff. Hippopotamus is an independent thriller that mostly takes place within one room as we meet Ruby, a woman who has been kidnapped by a strange man that claims that she will remain captive until she falls in love with him. Yes, you heard me right. She needs to fall in love with him to get out. But as the film progresses, we learn even in this horrific situation, not everything is as it seems. The drama thriller poses a unique situation for its characters, and when all is finally revealed, it's quite rewarding. What I enjoyed about this film is it sticks to its purpose and doesn't attempt to be anything it's not, even if that means a slow setup, which by the way makes perfect sense at the end. Now you need to let me know how many of these unique, disturbing thrillers you have seen. I like doing these lists, and I like trying to pick things that you've never seen before. If you have not checked it out, I have done many a disturbing list, so if it's not here, it's probably somewhere else, but if you do have a suggestion, do drop it down below. I can't say I probably haven't seen it, because I am a little bit of a sicko psycho, but when I see a title I have not heard of, I get very intrigued. So please still leave them down below. Even if they are repeats, I'd love to hear your recommendations. Let me know how many you have seen. And of course, if you're a fan of the long. Make sure you show some appreciation, spookyastronauts.com, and I hope to see you there. If you did find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to stick around for more content, I do 2 videos every single week talking about horrors, talking about thrillers, and putting a lot on your to watch list like today. I like to hype you up and try not to spoil anything unless it's a dedicated deep dive video. I want to keep it spoiler free and exciting for us all. So subscribe to stay along for the journey, and I'll see you next time for a very epic video. Bye friends.